What's up, folks? This is another episode of DeFi Masterclass. In this episode, we're going to talk about Tomb Finance. I'm not sure if you heard, but Tomb-FTM pair on Reaper.farm is about 1000% APYs. Well, that's a 10x on your investment in 1 year, and you also get to keep the price increase of FTM and Tomb. Well, without a doubt, Tomb is the biggest moneymaker on Fantom, and in this video, we're gonna deconstruct it and see whether Tomb is worth investing in or not. All right, so let's start with looking at the website of Tomb, and you can see here that this is the website Tomb.finance, and Tomb was really launched to be a stable coin, but not pegged to US dollar, but pegged to Phantom. And this is so that they can control, Phantom, and they can address some of the shortcomings of the Phantom token. And the other thing is that Tomb is controlled by Tomb.finance, so they can mint more and they can, fill their own pockets, and they can launch games which will have Tomb tokens in them instead of Phantom, which is a little bit more difficult to control for them because it's controlled by the Phantom community. And so this is really their narrative that they're going to have this Tomb tokens, and the way that they make sure that the price of one Tomb remains close to one Phantom, which it does not if you look at it here. It's around 1.278 Phantom right now, which is not at all close to Phantom. But the way that they do it is that once the price of Tomb is above one Phantom, then they keep minting more Tomb tokens, and they keep giving out those Tomb tokens to their stakers, and the stakers can then sell those Tomb tokens, and then the price of the Tomb will drop because the stakers are selling the Tomb tokens. And the other way, if the price of Tomb is below one Phantom, then they have a concept called T-bonds. And the way the T-bond works is that you can buy a T-bond with a value of one Phantom, and then you can later, get a refund on it with the current price. So if I had bought T-bond with one Phantom, now I will get 1.151 Phantom for it. And the way that they're calculating the price is that if the price of Tomb token is more than 1.1, then they are going to square this and then have the put that here. So they're going to do 1.27 square, and that's 1.51. And if the price of Tomb is below 1.1, then it will be the same. So if it's 1.09, then you will be able to refund it for 1.09. So T-bond holders are making a good profit right now. And then there is literally two things that you can do on the entire platform, and which is to either become an LP provider on Tomb-FTM Spooky LP or TShare FTM Spooky LP, which are on Spooky Swap, or you can buy T-shares or farm T-shares and then stake those, and you will receive Tomb tokens for staking those. And here's a write-up for what you can do. Either you can stake T-shares, or you can buy an LP into Tomb-FTM or TShare FTM, or you can buy T-bonds when they are available for an arbitrage profit. So let's go to the symmetry first. The symmetry is about farming your T-shares. So if you become an LP into Tomb-FTM LP or TShare FTM LP, then they are going to provide you with T-share tokens. And the APRs for this is around 250% APRs for Tomb-FTM and around 450% for TShare FTM. And so this really translates to, once you compound this APR, then it becomes 1000% APYs. But I think that's quite misleading. You should always look at the APR, not APYs, because APRs keep changing. And the other one is this masonry, where you can go and stake your T-share tokens, and the APRs are again around 450%. And then you are going to receive Tomb tokens, and this is the APR of these Tomb tokens that you are going to receive. The next one is buying your T bonds, and right now the value of Tomb is about 1 FTM. So Tomb is above over peg, and so there are no T bonds that you can buy, and but you can redeem. But unfortunately, there are no all the T bonds have been redeemed, and now there are no redeems, and that's why the price of Tomb is just going crazy. And so, in a way, the algorithm that they are using is sort of failing because there are no more T bond holders who can bring the price down of Tomb to 1 FTM. Now, before we go any further, please subscribe to this channel and like this video because that's what keeps this channel going. So go ahead and do that right now. Right, let's discuss whether Tomb is a Ponzi or not. Now, should you invest in Tomb Finance? Well, you could lose money, but as long as you understand the game, you'll know how to lose money. But you could also make a lot of money. So let's discuss a little bit about the narrative behind Tomb Finance. So this is the guy who is heading Tomb Finance right now. So Tomb was hacked many months ago, and then this guy took control. It was like a dead project, and now Tomb is doing really well. Just a week ago, it was at 650 million TVL. Right now, it's at 800 million TVL, and really it's just this guy who is really driving the whole project and driving the people who are buying Tomb and investing in Tomb. And for a lot of these projects like Tomb and Wonderland, a lot of it really depends upon the community, and the way that Harry Yeh is building the community is also pretty great. I mean, I still think Wonderland community is the best, but Tomb is also turning out to be a very strong community. So I think on the narrative side, it's pretty good. It could go on for many months before anything bad happens. On the numbers side, right? On the number side, we can see that just a few days ago, I think on around this is it around 22nd November, there was a pump of TShare where it practically just doubled in price, and just 1 month, just 2 months ago, it was trading at around $757. So T-shares is really going crazy. And so because the entire APRs are being given out in T-shares on the LP farms. So on this Tomb-FTM and Spooky LP and T-share FTM Spooky LP, the rewards are being given out as T-shares. The rewards are really great right now. So if you go and check the rewards on, let's say, Reaper farm, the yield of FTM T-share is around 10,000% APYs, and for Tomb, I think it's around it's more than 1,000% APYs. So it's about 5% a week, and for that it was around 9% a week, and so that's really great. That's really great. The project seems to be doing really well. But one thing is that the T-shares are going to end around June or July next year. So 6 months from now, 7 months from now. Uh, so it still remains to be seen how they are going to manage that, because as the APRs are going to drop, people are going to dump those tokens and then move on to greener pastures. And we probably could see more forks of Tomb as well, which could become more successful. But yeah, and the other thing that you can really do is just buy T-share from Spooky Swap, and then just go to the masonry and then stake your T-shares here, and you will get around 440%. It's still yet to load, but yeah, you'll get around 440%, which then comes out to be about 9% a week. So similar to holding T-share and FTM, you can just go and stake T-shares, and you also do not get any impermanent loss on that. So yeah, so these are really two ways, and the ways that you could lose money here is the first thing is that you buy T-shares, you stake those T-shares, and a couple of months later you have made 60-70% on your investment, but the price of T-share just drops to half, and then suddenly you lose money. So that's one of the possibilities that is real, because once the APRs drop, then the T-share price is also going to drop. The other one here that could happen is that Tomb is right now overpriced. It's supposed to be 1 FTM, but it's 1.27 FTM. Takes about a second to load. So it's about 1.27 FTM. So it's overpriced, and there are no T bond holders anymore. So it is free to go as high as people think it's worth. And so Tomb could fall back to one Fantom, and then you're going to lose around 30%, right? It's still going to, I don't think it's going to fall below one Fantom, but you could lose about 25% on your investment. And if you are an LP into the Tomb Fantom, then 25%, then you're going to lose 12%, and that's going to take you about 3 weeks to recover, which is still great. I mean, it looks like a decent outcome. But yeah, the last and the worst case that could happen is you could get drugged, and I don't think that's a possibility here, because this guy Harry Yeh is pretty well known, and it will really destroy his reputation if he rugs the whole project. So I would not bet on a rug here. And so, all in all, I think it's a great money printer. You can go and invest, and I'm personally going to put some money as well. And Yeah, I mean, just be careful and be make sure that you understand the risk. The T-share is probably more risky option, and Tomb-FTM is slightly less risky but less returns. Well, this is it for this video, guys. Make sure to check out some of my previous videos. There's some really great stuff there, and don't forget to subscribe and like to this video and this channel. I'll see you in the next time on DeFi Masterclass.